town about how people are viewing this. Exactly how bad is this for Brooklyn Center Police? And is there a case to be made, or that people are telling you that this man's family, they've got a real case here?
Well, it's interesting because, we went under curfew here in Minnesota last night, and I live 20 miles north of the city, and even the county that I live in went under curfew. I applaud, for once, because I do not support the vast majority of what Governor Tim Walz does, but I applaud the fact that they were proactive. It did not get as bad as many of us had expected it was going to get last night in the wake of the details of this shooting. That leads me to believe that rational people understand that this is separate from what we are also experiencing with the Derek Chauvin trial. We did have a circumstance, though, that the city manager, who was in charge of hiring and firing of law enforcement, she got fired by the mayor of Brooklyn Center by simply saying she wanted to see due process for the 26-year-old female veteran who, apparently mistook her revolver for the taser. My thoughts are that people are looking at this rationally, that this was an accident or as tragic as it was, but as you mentioned, Tony, there are those individuals that see justice as going and destroying things and not things playing out in court and due process playing out.
Yeah, we watch this constantly and continually, but of course, there is, as with everything they try to make racial. Has anybody discussed anything in this case that makes them think this was racially motivated? When, as we see it from the outsider looking in, it's a man resisting arrest, and it's an officer making what I will describe as a horrific mistake that I'm not so sure an officer's allowed to make. I think her career is over, and I think to an extent rightfully so. But is there anybody out there making the, guys, this isn't racial, just like we saw in Atlanta from law enforcement that people ignored?
No, Tony, thankfully once, and I think it was a good move, it was the right move to release the body camera footage when they did. It may have been too late for that first night, but obviously things have to be put in order. But no, thankfully, it appears that once the body camera footage was released, people saw it with their own eyes, saw that this was an expired tag stop, and the discovery that this was the individual who had a warrant for their arrest. I have not heard personally anybody calling into the show or outside of the show